Hello, my name is Josh, I am the best man. Welcome. I had hoped that after 8 years of being Ben's friend, I would know a bit more German than I do, and I'd be able to welcome Ben's German family with a bit more style than I'm able to now. I'm afraid I'm going to have to use the one German sentence that Ben has taught me. So welcome. Ich bin schwanger. For those of you who don't speak German, that means I am pregnant. I'm not quite sure why he chose to teach me that, but I can only hope that sometime in the near future he teaches that to Ruth as well. It is my joy and pleasure to share something of this man's character with you. I have known him for a long time now, and I have a fair understanding of the kind of man he is. I'd like to do this through the medium of a few stories. So firstly, his honesty and humility. Now it's important that you understand that Ben loves driving. In fact, he loves it so much he decided to take his test twice. I don't enjoy driving quite as much, so I only took mine once. But that's all important for the story. Now, on one occasion, Ben and Ruth are driving to B&Q, which is a kind of home goods store, to do DIY. And Ben pulls in, and he pulls into a bay, and he violently hits the curb. And of course, Ruth, being the good marriage material that she is, she rips it out of him. And Ben, being the humble and honest man that he is, he says, I didn't make a mistake. I meant to hit the curb. That is part of my normal parking routine. Now, you might think that he's lying to save face there, but I can promise you from previous experience that that is indeed part of Ben's normal parking routine. Second, his profound wisdom. Now, like all men, he makes little mistakes of judgment now and then, but only a better man than he could criticise him for those. Fortunately, I am the best man, and therefore I can tell you of times when Ben has texted me romantic messages intended for Ruth, when he has answered the phone to Frank's parents. Frank is his housemate, and he forgot Frank's name and on the phone to Frank's parents. And also, when he accidentally answered the phone to Ruth in German, which she was rather confused about. But one particular occasion I remember, me and Ben were walking along outside our sixth form college. We were eating our lunch, and we were eating some chocolate muffins. And we'd often have kind of these profound conversations about faith and ethics and philosophy. So it wasn't that uncommon for us to have these deep conversations. And so I just decided to throw one out of the blue at Ben. And say, Ben, how would you solve world hunger? And Ben stands there for a moment and he looks me in the eye, those big eyes of his, and he says to me, Josh, do you think I can get my muffin wrapper into that letterbox from here? And thirdly, I'd like to talk about his integrity in relationships. Ben and Ruth started going out during school at about the age of 14. But despite this, Ben has had a few previous relationships. Of course, being the attractive man that he is, this was inevitable. And he certainly shouldn't be labelled as a player or a heartbreaker or anything like that. I mean, it's not like he once charmed a poor girl at a New Year's Eve party so much that she mailed him an expensive piece of jewellery from Germany to England. Is it, Ben? But it is to his credit, considering the attractive man that he is, that all of his previous girlfriends may be written on this one piece of paper. I'd like to unfold this for you now. No, I'm only joking. You have no idea how long it took me to find that many fake names for girls. It's a sign of a good groom when the best man struggles to find material for his speech. I've joked about Ben's integrity, but you will notice that I've had to go back 6 years to do that. I've joked about Ben's honesty, his humility and his wisdom, but anyone who knows him will know that he possesses these characteristics in abundance, and many more as well. He is my best friend and has been since he moved to Cambridge all those years ago. He is the only man I know who seems to get more done in a day than I get done in a week. And anyone who has known Ben for any amount of time can tell you that he will always be there to offer you support, no matter what situation he's going through. And he's one of the best examples of a man who truly puts others before himself. I have known Ruth for as long as I have known Ben, and And I would love the opportunity to write a speech about you as well. There would have been plenty of material. Ruth is one of the most caring and strong women I know, and she's an incredible friend. These two have been together for most of the time I've known them, so whilst I have spoken with them individually, it has always felt more natural to me to speak of them as a couple. So I'd like to share a few things about them to you now. Ben and Ruth are an inspiration in their consistent trust in God through every circumstance. Ben and Ruth love Jesus for what he has done for them, and they show that in the way they love others. Ben and Ruth are one of those rare couples who include everyone around them and who never let anyone feel like they are out of place. And Ben and Ruth are the kind of people who make commitments and keep to them. I have one final story left to share. About a year or two after Ben and Ruth started going out, I was walking through town in Cambridge with Ben one Saturday, and again we were having one of these deep conversations, and I threw a bombshell at him out of nowhere. And the bombshell was, Ben, do you love Ruth? And without second thought, he just said yes. And I thought, well, that's too easy, I'm going to give him another one. And I said, how do you know? And he just said, I just know. And when Ben says that he just knows something, he's the kind of guy that means it. And so I've seen this wedding coming for a long time, and I'm sure many of you have as well. And it is my great pleasure now to bless the bride and groom with these words. May your love bear all things, believe all things, hope all things, and endure all things. Please join me in being upstanding for a final toast. To the bride and groom.